very basic thing the entire humanity was missing. Immunity starts very much from within. Not what you do, it is what you don't do takes you to disease. Weight loss is a byproduct, is an outcome. So I curated different 30-minute modules for different professional challenges. That is what this book is all about. We should never target weight loss as our primary goal. Staying healthy is primary. So I included yoga, naturopathy, Ayurveda, diet, as well as counseling because all the factors are important. So my half marathons were bettering my yoga, and my yoga was enhancing my runs. But run is such a spiritual aspect. It includes you completely. It actually comprises you. It fulfills you. It completes you. There's a very fine line and very beautiful aspect of listening to your body. Yoga teaches you that. Once you do things right, weight loss happens automatically.
Hello everyone, welcome to the day 2 of Malaka Literature Fest 2025. Today we have Madhvi ma'am along with us to share her experience. She's ex-Navy commander, then she also in the corporate sales and business development. So it's really vast experience, professional experience she have. And interesting thing is she write about the health and on the health books. So we'll ask some of the issues related health to Madhuri ma'am. We'll take suggestion from her, and also she's also good in the personal branding. She has beautiful Instagram page. So we'll
Thank
ask
you.
her about
Yeah,
how to maintain the self branding. So
perfect.
hello ma'am.
Hi, very nice, beautiful to be with you all today. Thank you for this. Yeah.
I'd like to ask you about your professional experience. Actually, it seems to us.
Yeah, too vast, too wide, and if I may, maybe little deep as well. So I started off my career with the Navy. I worked for 14 years in the Navy. I was a part of some critical missions, including I played a small part in 2611 operations as well. Yeah. And then I went to corporate. I was heading sales and business development for few MNCs. I'm an independent director. I'm now on board a corporate. I'm one of the board of directors there, and I'm an international yoga gold medalist. So yoga is something that really took my, it felt as if, in a way, health and wellness has been my calling. So I studied yoga also deeply for 2 years. So that's how I am. That's how these two books came about.
Why you choose book as a medium to share about yogas and health?
Oh, brilliant question, yeah. Uh, so what had happened was during COVID, uh, I saw people in the name of immunity, people going and taking shots.
Yes.
I mean, all of us felt immunity is about shots, and countries were running out of the vaccines, and we were running haywire. But very basic thing the entire humanity was missing. Immunity starts very much from within, very much within, and it is very easy to cultivate immunity. So that's where I thought, something that we all are missing, and at that time it was a panic all over the world. So that was not the right time to give gyan. So I just let it, and that was the time I was also doing my yoga course, and I was going into the subject deeply. uh, then I decided I should write a book about basic, very simple book about immunity and health, uh, encouraging people to take health in their own hands. And it is extremely simple, guys. It is extremely simple to stay healthy. All it requires is little bit tweak here and there, and the body loves to bounce back. The body loves health. What it is not what you do, it is what you don't do takes you to disease. This is you're putting your body out of ease. That is what it is. But if you, it's like race car, even race car does all those laps. It does come for pit stop, right? Every at regular intervals it comes for pit stop and little bit screw tightening here and there, and it is good to go for the next lap. with greater efficiency, greater speed. So that pit stop for us is every day spending at least 30 minutes on yourself. That is our pit stop. So just about 2% of your time, 2% of your 24 hours, and little bit here and there, and your body is good to go for the day, good to go, and buckled up, healthier, because throughout the day we'll keep doing something or the other, something, some stress, some emotional outburst, or physically we are moving here and there. So throughout the day something or the other keeps happening. We can't say that we can keep our body, right and aligned all the time, mind and body. So every day just spend 30 minutes and you're tweaking your body, your mind little bit, and you're up. So that is what my this book is about. 30 minutes a day to immunity and health. And one more thing I had brought out in this book is 30 minutes for you may be different from 30 minutes for me. So if you're sitting most of the day, like software professionals, their 30 minutes will be different. Their challenges will be different. Somebody, a globe trotting professional, he's here today in some other country tomorrow, some other time zone tomorrow. His or her challenges will be different. Little kid, his or her challenges will be different. Senior citizen, their challenges will be different. So I curated different 30-minute modules for different professional challenges. That is what this book is all about. I made health not only very easy. So if at all you take the book and if you go through the index, you can see. So different 30 minutes for different professionals, making it very simple, taking it to their lives, their lifestyle, their day. It is not one size fits all. Everyone has, each of us has different needs. So that is what this is about.
Actually, that's the real issue I face. Like whenever I search about weight loss and over the internet, there is only one theory going on over and on.
Exactly.
That does not fit. I tried and tested too much theories, too much techniques to reduce weight. But here
Absolutely.
I am.
No, one more thing I want to tell you. Weight loss is a byproduct, is an outcome. We should never target weight loss as our primary goal. Staying healthy is primary. Once you do things right, weight loss happens automatically. Body automatically removes what is not required, automatically keeps or processes what is required. So weight loss is a byproduct. Yeah. So do not go after weight loss. Go after health, and weight loss will happen. And you brought a beautiful point that you keep trying a lot of things. That is another aspect of the book. So I included yoga, naturopathy, Ayurveda, diet, as well as counseling, because all the factors are important when you go for your health. It's not, if I tell you just do asanas, just do postures, bend, get up, or twist, and then you will be perfectly fine. It may not be possible. Only one area may not be able to address all your issues, because you're a mental being, you're a psychological being, you're a physical being, and there are so many. You're a physiological being. There are so many organs inside your body. So everything requires little bit of each of these. So I included all these aspects: yoga, naturopathy, Ayurveda, diet, and counseling. All these aspects are included, and it was a challenge for me to make the book so thin so that people actually read. Yeah, and they find it very, very practical. It's a very practical approach to wellness. And one more aspect that I also touched upon is, there may be days when you may not be able to take out those 30 minutes also, because you may be traveling or you may have some engagement. At On those days, what you can do throughout the day, simple micro practices that suit your requirement, that coming to your life. So your micro practices may be like just get up and stretch. Somebody else's micro practice can be just sit and take deep breath. Somebody else's maybe just sit, close your eyes, and focus on nothing. you know so and somebody, for someone else, it may be take a walk for 2 3 minutes. So there are certain micro practices that I have given in the book, which you can integrate into your routine throughout the day if you miss those 30 minutes. And even doing those 30 minutes, if you practice this, nothing like it, because it becomes a behavior, then wellness becomes a part of you. So even when if you miss those throughout the day practices, there is something that I have given towards the end of the day what you can do. Simple, relaxation. So I mean, all in all, just practice that. That's like hand holding, and practice it, and you will be good to go. That's
It's
about
like
health.
comprising whole therapy in one
Yeah,
go
absolutely. You
without
put
giving any chance to excuses.
absolutely 100%. You put it brilliantly well. Yeah, that's what it is about.
And the other I see is yoga for runners.
Yes, this is again very close to my heart. In fact, this was the first book I started writing because I'm a half marathon runner. So I was running half marathons and I was doing yoga. I was participating in yoga competitions. So my half marathons were bettering my yoga, and my yoga was enhancing my runs. So I was winning podiums and I was winning medals in yoga. So each of these aspects were feeding into each other, and they were making one another better. And as a whole, as a human being, as a person, as a performer, I was becoming better. So that, and I felt yoga is very, very underutilized for runners. All that they use yoga is either for, if at all they use, either for startup sequences or cool down sequences, stretches. Yoga is much beyond that. It is not just about, and when we look at runners look at, okay, my thigh muscles, my calf muscles, my hamstrings, my glutes, or at the most you talk about your cardiovascular system, your lungs. Other than that, you really don't think beyond this, when runs are concerned. But run is such a spiritual aspect. It includes you completely. It actually comprises you. It fulfills you, it completes you, your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, your psychology, your emotions. So that is not being addressed. So that is where yoga comes in. So that's why I thought yoga for runners. Again, I included everything: naturopathy, Ayurveda, diet, counseling, and I also took inputs from WHO, Harvard, Yale School of University, because they do a lot of research on human system. So I have taken inputs from there, and I have given lot of postures also in this. In this book, if you see, there are a lot of postures wherein what to do and how to do. So this book is all about practical, as well as it takes you through the physiology and psychology and spirit of running, as well as yoga. Also, when you talk about mental aspect of running, you feel, okay, you think you can run better, you think you can run faster. So again, you are after performance. So there may be a time when your body is giving up, but your mind is telling you, no, I have to go, I have to go, I have to finish, I have to better my run. When your body, the thing is, there's a very fine line and very beautiful aspect of listening to your body. Yoga teaches you that. Listen to your body. If your body wants to step back, it is stepping back to give you, to take you farther, to take you better. So that is where yoga helps. So when your body needs rest, you should be in an emotional capacity. You should have that intelligence, that vigyan. That's what they call. There are different koshas. I covered those koshas also here. Vijnanamay kosha, the intelligence, the intellect, right intellect. That will tell your manomay kosha, your mind, to step back, take a breather, let the body recover. It's okay if you miss a run or two, and then you will be empowered. You will become more powerful to go and give. You will go farther than you ever imagined.
Actually,
So
it's all about listening to your body.
absolutely, and correctly listening to your body. It's about right way of coordinating body, mind, and soul. And running at the end of it is absolutely spiritual. Yeah.
Actually, I also want to ask, like, in Corona, there were so much clarity among the people. Also, what I'm observing from last few years, that there are experiences of people. They say, "यार मेरा तो सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा था, but after Corona, I have this health issue. I have
Yeah,
sugar spike. I have weight gain."
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
what's your perspective?
So yes, so something happens, like, take your car. Okay, you go through a muddy road. Something happens, right? Either your mudguard will get hit, or something kachra goes into your carburetor. Something happens, correct? So all you have to do is, at the end of that drive, you go to a good mechanic, you clean that part, isn't it? And then your car is good to go. You can't say, after doing that muddy run, my car has become bad. The thing is, you are not addressing the part that got affected, that got impacted because of driving on those muddy roads. Similarly with your body, each of us has an organ that is little delicate than others. For you it may be your digestive system, for me it may be my ENT, for somebody else it may be excretory system. We have different systems. For somebody else it may be mind. Yeah, so each of us has one particular portion which is slightly delicate. So when we go through any stress, or when we go through something like corona, or something, some external environment hits us, or we lose a loved one, it can be anything, you know so it is that part that gets affected first, because weak link, no, like I'm from military, I can tell you, they say your platoon is as strong as your weakest link, because that's where enemy is going to attack, and that will pull your platoon back. So your body also has that weak link. So understand that, and then correct it. It is again simple to correct. There are so many procedures in yoga, in Ayurveda, naturopathy, you know to correct you don't really need to go to hospital bed and get something external into your body. That's actually even contaminating your body more than what it is already. Already kachra gaya hua hai, uske upar se you're putting little more mud into it. No, please don't do that. Your body has immense capacity to fight back to health. So go to a nice mechanic, go to a nice therapist. Its therapist doesn't mean only your psychological mental therapist. Go to a nice wellness expert and get that part cleaned up. If it is mental issue, get that cleaned up. If it is digestive issue, there are beautiful procedures to cleanse your digestive system. If your excretory issue, clean that up. If your cardiovascular issue, do some nice pranayama. There are brilliant techniques. So just clean up that part, and then you're good to go.
It's like repairing your bike.
Absolutely, repairing your bike, it is, your body is nothing but, it's a beautiful hard machine, hardware and software. You just take care of these two and you will be in perfect condition.
So while I was working on the marketing of this overall event, I looked at your page. It's beautifully maintained.
Okay.
All the color combinations, or like it's in the green.
Okay.
So I want to ask, so why this personal branding means? Also, you are into the sales,
Yeah,
why?
yeah. Yes. So yeah, I have been in business development, sales and business development. So I'm all about, firstly, I'm about the customer. Yeah, I'm about the client. I'm about the person who's coming to me, because if I have to fix their health, it is about them, right? It's not about me. So I want to understand where they are, and we go to them. We go to wherever they are in their personal life or personal journey, and we try to correct it from there. That's what we do. So even when you look at my Insta page branding and all, even for my logo, I've used colors which are little brighter for human eye, and which you can look at, you feel like looking at. It doesn't pierce you, it doesn't intimidate you. So that's how the color combination. And if you look at all the reels are made with an intention of, for people to follow. People should feel, wow, this looks very nice, or this looks doable, this looks as if this will give me some kind of output, or some kind of feel good factor, or enhances my health. So it's not about giving gyan, it's about what the people would love to do, what they would like to practically apply. That's what the reels are all about. So
That I would suggest to other authors to follow this practice.
thank you
Actually,
so much.
it enhances the book sale. It enhances the meaning of you to be there in the
Yes,
market.
yes, yes.
Yes.
That's what it is about.
So
Yeah.
we'll end up with the quick fire up session.
Sure.
So,
Go for it. I'm ready.
so writing on pen and paper or on laptop.
For me, laptop.
Uh, it's hard work. Marathon or yoga.
Oh, this is really difficult. Really difficult. Both, yeah, both.
Uh, reading books on Kindle or on the hard copy.
Hard copy. Anytime, guys. Hard copy. Though I love to type on laptop, Kindle reading is still the external light affecting your eyes, and somewhere, that is still taking you to the external environment. If you read the pages, you will internalize the script, because you will be able to imagine better. It's not the external environment, it's not light, or it's nothing external that is coming to you. You and your page, which is very natural, you're in natural surroundings when you are with your book. So any day, for the purpose of wellness, for the purpose of getting best out of the book, book, paper book. You are in your natural surroundings, natural self, and you're connecting with yourself better. Yeah.
Same goes for me. Actually, it also enhances your focus when you are
Focus,
looking
yes,
at the
and
book.
it enhances your eyesight as well.
Thank you, ma'am. It was pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much. Very nice, lovely talking to you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Wish you a wonderful and joyful life.